Personal Finance on Smooth 98.1.
Oh, you did retweet me.
Are you ready, sir? Please the door. Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. It's time for personal finance. And I've been talking about this all the way since 4. I've been talking about how interesting today's topic is going to be. So we have it already on Twitter. But of course, we can't do that without the man himself, Mr. Rodas. He's right here.
Baker19, how are you doing, sir?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Great to be here. Good afternoon to Lagos and beyond. And it's great to be here for another engaging episode of Personal Finance.
So Rodas has this interesting question for us that's up on our Twitter platform. But first, let me tell you how to be part of the conversation. Reach out to us on WhatsApp 0809-444-0981. So Rodas, what are we doing today?
Yeah, so there's a very interesting article called Naira Life. It's a series in you read Zikoko?
Yes, I
Yeah, Zikoko, they got good stuff. They got good stuff on Zikoko. So this episode of Naira Life looks at this young guy who is working. He has one job
That pays good.
and 3 side gigs. So altogether, the man is working 4 jobs. The man is working 4 jobs.
It's not so bad.
To stay alive. This is the model Nigerian that we've been looking to profile.
Sounds like you
on this show.
How many jobs do you work?
I only do 2 right now.
You do 3 actually.
No, it's 2.
Don't you still write? And then
the writing, no, I haven't done the. I don't do the writing as much.
This man does 4 jobs.
No, the
4
voiceover,
jobs.
those ones have gone down. They've gone down a lot because we need to talk about that on another episode. How they don't pay on time, and he talks about this in his profile that they did. So this man is the core Nigerian living in the realities of today. I don't look. Did you see the Bureau of Statistics transportation reports that they brought out for March?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so bus fares are up 82% year on year. Airfare, nobody was really flying, 18% year on year. Okadas, motorcycles, up 102%.
Of course.
And Lagos State said Okadas were illegal, right? And we couldn't use them anymore.
Somebody talk about the election coming up real soon. So
yeah,
that's
2023.
Yeah, the election's around the corner. So
Yeah.
they're just trying to tone down on, clamping down on the Okadas. And also, because it's difficult to get buses right now,
Of
the
course.
Okadas are actually just having a field day.
Look, we have to be practical. Let's be practical. What else are people going to
I would
use?
rather take a bike sometimes,
Yeah,
Let's be
because
honest.
listen, the thing I thought, we don't want to be promoting this stuff on air, but I will tell everybody out there, if you're going to use a bike, wear a helmet. Get a helmet. Do we manufacture helmets here? I don't think so. I don't think we manufacture motorcycle helmets in Nigeria. But get yourself a helmet. Get yourself some elbow pads, knee pads, and protect yourself.
All that is long thing. You think the guy that wants to carry you for
Well,
100 naira is going to let you wear
it only
pads,
takes
knee pads and everything?
It only takes one accident and for your head to hit against concrete on the ground, and then you realize it's good to be safe. So invest in knee pads because people buy motorcycles. If you're a private citizen, you can get you can get a moped and drive. In fact, that's our first personal finance tip. Depending on where you live in Lagos, if you can, save 500-600k, get yourself a little used bike.
I would never drive a bike in Lagos. I'll tell you why. Because I'm a careful type of driver, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about the next person on the road.
So you're an unsafe driver?
No, I'm a very safe driver.
Okay, so why are you worried about the next person?
I'm worried about the next person because they're not safe.
Oh, okay. You're okay, gotcha. I understand. You're worried about your health and your safety because some of these Lagos drivers are crazy.
They're crazy.
Good stuff. So but back to what we're saying. Transportation costs have 102% increase in motorcycle fare year on year. And I'm glad that the Bureau of Statistics is still tracking Okada fares because it's the reality of what it is. That's you see, personal finance, but the fact that we're in Nigeria, we need to get real.
Yes.
All right? We need to get real and tell people what's really going on. So the point of this is that this guy, he's working for the poll. Let's give him a poll.
Oh yeah. So the poll, like I mentioned, is up on our Twitter platform. The question is: would you work 4 jobs at once for 700k monthly with no time for anything else as long as you're paid? And of course,
so we'll get into the results. So people keep voting at Smooth91FM on Twitter. I see. So the options are yes, give me the 700k. The second option is please no, my health. And then the third option is I'm not
Please.
sure. Yeah, because he said his health suffered. He said his health.
If you're working
suffered.
4 jobs, your health will suffer now. Depends on the kind of job, however.
So literally, he had a job. I think he's in corporate communications. So he's assisting. See, that's another thing. He's corporate communications. There's so many businesses around
That's
the
tied to
country
it.
that have press releases and stuff they want to put out, and so on and so forth. So these press releases help them communicate with the public. So if you work in corporate communications, then you can help these businesses shape whatever messaging they want to get out to the public. So you folks out there, personal finance tip, number 2. Number 1 tip was buy a bike, moped, but get
to drive around.
Yes, get a helmet, get a knee
Headgear.
pad, headgear, save yourself some money, or carpool because transportation costs are going up. So tip number 2, you want to work in a field that's in demand. You want to work in a field that's in demand. He was telling his story. His mother was a hustler. His mother was a civil servant. Yeah, she did this thing called GNDL.
GNLD.
Is it GN? No, it says GNDL. I'm sure it's LD or DL. Maybe I'm mixing it up. It's Golden Neo Life Diamite International. Yeah, it's GNDL. So essentially, they're a company that was doing network marketing.
I think it's GNLD, but it's okay.
Hold on,
okay.
we have to give. Well, on radio, we have to give people the accurate information. Let me look it up.
So here's the thing. I remember.
You're right. It's GNLD. You're correct. All right. So it's Golden Neo Life. Wait. So why is the wait, hold on. I'm gonna get this right. We're gonna get to
let it go.
I'm not letting it go. We must get this thing right. We must get it right. It's Golden Neo Life. So why is the name? Where is the name? All right. Okay, so yeah, it says it's Golden Neo. Okay, is the L is from Neo Life. That's it. That's why it's GNLD. Gotcha.
Yes.
So Golden Neo Life Diamite International. There you go. So GNLD, you are correct. So what were you about to say? Network marketing?
Yes, it is. I remember back in the day, a few people approached me.
Yes.
To do that for them.
Yes.
And I say, hey, you're on radio. You have a lot of people you can reach out to. Why don't you do this for us? And I'm like, nah.
Doesn't work like that. Yeah, if you want, hey, by the way, please send all your advertising to Smooth FM. You'll pay a fee, but hey, hundreds of thousands of millions of people yes, listen to us. So for all brands out there that want to advertise, you got to pay the money. But hey, you'll make a lot of returns for advertising on our radio station. So look, network marketing requires you to buy the product first.
Yes.
Use it on yourself.
Yes.
And then give it to friends and family, and then
you have a long chain of people.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a number of things like that.
The problem is that why do I have to buy it first? I've always hated those systems. Why do I have to buy it?
It's even better that you buy it. Sometimes they will say that you have to buy 3 and then refer more people and more people.
And then you only get paid when those other people
bring in other people.
Right, but you see, so this is the thing. His mother did it, and he said his mother was successful at it, and she even sent him on a message to go and pitch some people, and it was a 10,000 naira sale, and he made 2,000 naira commission off of it. So this is another thing, parents. This is tip number 3. Are we keeping score? Tip number 1, buy a bike if you want to reduce your cost of transportation, but buy a helmet and knee pads and elbow pads. Tip number 2, you have to go into businesses that are in demand. Tip number 3, parents, you have to instill the hustle mentality in your kids. Your kids have to see you grinding. Your kids have to see you putting in that work. You have to let the children know that, look, the country we're in, right? I can't wait to have kids, though. I'm serious. I hope I don't overburden my child with the realities of the world.
Like you will.
But my children have to understand the value of a naira and the amount of work. So again, his mother was a civil servant, and yet she was also doing this GNLD side hustle, and her son was watching her doing this, and he came up in the game. So parents, you got to let your children know what's going on.
It's always important to take, whatever businesses that your parents do, no matter what kind of business it is, it's always important to take over from that business.
Of course.
To be groomed in that business.
Of course.
So I know a couple where I know this person that his mom sold soft drinks and popcorn, and he always felt ashamed of such.
Why?
She
was putting a roof over his head from the popcorn and drinks.
Business, because you can improve on it. Because you're younger, so you can think of modern ways to make it
more viable.
To other people.
Yeah.
So I think it's always important that kids should look out. I mean, parents should instill that business value, like you mentioned, into their kids and take over from what your parents have done.
Of course,
because
and
it's the first way to go.
And plus, popcorns and drinks are what? Food. Food business, Nigeria, there's a large population here. People will always eat. So you definitely want to get into the business. What else, man? He was a writer. The guy is a writer. So he said that writing put him on the map with a lot of folks. In fact, at even one point before the 2015 elections, foreign companies were paying him money. So he started out making, I think he was making, what did he say here? There was one part where he said he was getting paid like 10,000 naira for 3 articles a month or something like that.
3 articles a month.
Yeah, 10, with one, so it was very little money. But it now increased when the elections came around. By the way, it's another tip. Everybody should start getting ready for the 2023 elections because Buhari is going to be gone. And then he's gonna be gone, and then there's gonna be 2 parties vying. So look, there's gonna be a lot of money to be made, right? There's gonna be a lot of money.
What you can sell or what you
exactly.
can do.
So,
but more importantly, let's put the votes in the right place.
Of course. Look, we need e-voting, right? As long as you get moving.
No, let's not do e-voting.
Let's not do e-voting. No, Kaide, the amount of corruption going on with those.
You just said it. The amount of corruption going on in Nigeria.
No, but it's ballot stamping.
We don't need e-voting.
See, by the way, and this is, I shouldn't be saying this, but I will share this story. I talked to somebody who worked in youth service, and they were because I did. See, so during NYSC. I worked at an election center, so I was supposed to help out with people lining up and getting their ID cards, voting cards, and so on and so forth. Unfortunately, this guy was in the south. I think it was in Bayelsa. I worked in Lagos. Thankfully, I was posted here in Lagos. And imagine me saying thankfully. Can you see that? Can you see there's another problem in this country where Lagos and Abuja are the premium places for you to get posted because all the other states have issues. But anyway, people made a lot of money down south because of ballot print. Yeah, they were doing illegal things, right? And he made a lot of money. He told me how, but he was put in a bind because if he didn't do it, there will be violent consequences. So he might as well just do it and get paid. Regardless. So if you do electronic voting, which by the way, sir, is a job opportunity for our people in the tech space. If you are in the tech space and you're listening to this broadcast, go ahead and design an e-voting platform for Nigeria. Take it over to INEC. You'll make a lot of money.
However,
you'll make money. Well, that's if you accept it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
if you accept
it. The challenge is it might be manipulated, but
of course.
But that's that about that chapter.
Are we going on a break?
Let's
give it the tips again. 1, buy a moped. 2, get into a business that is viable and is in demand.
Such as
corporate communications, such as public relations.
So for corporate communications, you need to so
the third tip was we have to write this down. The third tip was parents, get your children in the game.
Yes, in the game.
That's the third tip.
So I was just going to say for corporate communications, you need to improve on your creative writing skills.
Yes.
So and there are courses online that you can take for that. So I don't think you have to study mass communication to be good at it.
Yeah.
However, you just need to have good writing skills to be good at that.
You know what? Okay, we're taking a break. I'll make a point after the break. So remember, the poll is on our Twitter handle at Smooth91FM. Go ahead and vote, and we'll be right back with more on personal finance.
All about.
You know what I was going to say? There are so many mass communication graduates.
Yes.
They don't write. They're not writing.
Because writing doesn't pay shit.
Excuse the language.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You're human. Sorry.
Oh my God.
So no, wait. Of course it pays now. Because remember, he said that he was paying 10,000 a month. He went up to 50,000 per article. Huh?
People want to work in broadcast or advertising. Nobody wants to write.
No. Writing, I'm telling you, man. Writing pays. It just depends on who you're writing for and what the messaging is about.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
Oh,
you write for a good company.
Yes. So you write for a good company, and you've thrown me off. And so more mass comm graduates, more mass communication graduates need to go into writing. So that's what we should talk about when we get back on there.
Yes,
So
yes,
so more mass comm guide, because if you write, you are broadening your
But I
scope.
can even tell you,
Yeah.
there are a lot of people to write for now.
Right,
There are
right.
more bloggers out there,
Exactly.
and there are a lot of people that need good content.
Exactly.
So writing
Exactly.
actually pays. It's just
All
that
right.
you need to write for the right person.
Hold on, the tips. Mopeds, businesses in demand, and 3, get your kids in the game. That's the most important one, the children. Get your kids in the game. And 4, okay, 4 is the writing. We have to emphasize the writing after this break. Oh my goodness, Kaede, you kill me, man. You kill me. What's Cruz saying? Rotus in this Nigeria, you just do prototype and enter INEC office, maybe Canada or how you want to even enter INEC office without referral. He's making a good point. He makes a very good point. He makes a good point, but it's opportunity. You have to test opportunity.
Perspire for desire.
Oh my goodness.
Personal finance on Smooth 98.1.
Okay, let's go. Smooth 98.1. It's 5:38 by our time, and if you just joined us, this is Personal Finance. It's Rotus and Coyote.
Oh my goodness, I have too much fun with this guy. Yeah, you guys. I hope this thing gonna be on YouTube later. Because
we're streaming live.
Yeah, we're streaming. Yeah, so
streaming
if you caught what happened during the break, Coyote almost made my ribs shatter from my insides because he made
I'll
this.
say something fancy about writing. You know, it's a beautiful, beautiful profession. You know.
Yeah, you're talking about mass communications graduates,
So,
right?
Yeah, a lot of people want to. If you ask them that, what would you rather do? They would say they want to do broadcast, major in broadcast, or in Pratt, as opposed to being a writer. You know. So
Yes.
and the reason is because there are lots of challenges with writing in recent times. You know. So the traditional newspapers are not what they once were.
Right.
Bloggers are taking over.
Right.
And so that's why it's a challenge for people to find good writing gigs. However, there are a lot of people setting up blogs everywhere. You know, I mean, I don't want to mention names. but
This
there are
guy, this gentleman that we're profiling in the Naira Life series, he started a blog, and
Exactly.
the blog got him notoriety.
I mean, we know the Linda Cages of this world.
Oh my
how
goodness.
They evolved with the
Man.
blogs, but you just need to write the right thing and don't spread fake news. You know,
Correct.
that's if you're writing a certain type of if you're writing certain types of articles. But like
Yeah.
you mentioned, corporate communications, they need people that can write, that can put out press releases and other things. So it's also it's a very wide and noble profession. So
It is.
You just jump in it.
It is. Cruz. Okay, Cruz is responding on WhatsApp. I want to give them the WhatsApp number again.
Yes, it's 0809-444-0981.
Great stuff. Great stuff. So sending your messages to WhatsApp. So Cruz, his WhatsApp message, he's responding to me making my appeal to the techies out there. There's tech news every day coming out of Nigeria. It is literally the only good news coming out of this country is in tech. Young Nigerians, my God, man, they're doing the work. They are doing the work. And so I can't even mention names. Like every day there's a tech headline coming out of Nigeria. But he says, so I was telling that, look, you tech folks out there, make an appeal to INEC for e-voting, put some design together, and who knows? You never know, just try. You know, he says, Rotus, in this Nigeria, you're doing prototype and enter INEC office. This is in Canada. How do you even want to enter the INEC office without a referral? And says, we're still doing dream to aspire. No, so what is it? Dream to aspire to perspire for our desire. so that's from Cruz on WhatsApp. But the key here, though, is that what we're trying to, the point we're putting forward on today's episode of Personal Finance is that the traditional 9-to-5 single job is not, as far as income is not sustainable. So you folks out there, whether you're a single person or you've got children or whatever your situation is. Now, if you're one of the big wigs who out there are earning millions per month and you're okay, then oh hey, good for you. But for everybody else in this reality, Coyote and myself are in this reality as well.
Yes.
The side gigs have to happen. And so if you go to our Twitter page and you vote, oh, by the way, how's the vote coming along? Let's see here. All right, yeah. So would you work 4 jobs at once for 700k monthly with no time for anything, as long as you are paid? Okay, we're coming to almost to the end of the show, so we'll give the results. But so far, one of the results, we'll give them the results. Give them the options, guys.
So the options are, yes, give me the 700k. The second one is, please, no, my health is important. Third one is, I'm not sure.
We
If you
need to-
asked me though,
Health. Let's talk about health. We have Smooth Health is still on Thursdays, right?
It is,
Yeah,
it is,
Smooth Health.
it
You
is.
guys should tune into Smooth Health every Thursday at 5:15.
5:15.
5:15. If I did Smooth Health, all I'll talk about is bodybuilding. That is all. That is all I would talk about.
Which is actually good health.
Yeah, of course it is. I'll talk about that. But as much as we talk about chasing money, please talk about the importance of health.
It's very important in the
Yeah.
sense that you're working a 9 to 5. Most people are working 9 to 5,
Right.
right? And you can't just break down. If you break down, that's why companies have HMOs and
Right.
other things, but not all companies do.
Right.
So sometimes you have to take money out of pocket and finance yourself. But there's that saying that every Nigerian is one step away
From heart failure or
Yes.
high blood pressure,
and then if you fall
stroke.
into
Yeah.
that, you start to see messages like, help this person raise 10
Thank you.
million, 5 million,
Right.
because we don't have health insurance here in Nigeria.
We're supposed to have a universal healthcare coverage, but
Yes.
unfortunately, the reality is that most Nigerians
It's always
either-
individual.
Exactly. So as much as I think I have to be careful. I come on here, I'm always telling people hustle, get side gigs, get as many jobs, get more money. I'll
But
get
it's
out there.
important.
There's
When
a
we
health.
live-
There's
we-
a health factor. If
When
you're
you
not
live in
alive,
Nigeria, though, you need to work harder than. Because look at it.
yeah.
Before I got my prepaid meter, right?
Hey,
I
your
have to save
prepaid
this. I
meter
have to
saga.
save.
Of course, go ahead.
They brought me a 77k bill last month before I got my prepaid meter. So I had to call the official and say, please come into my house. Go into the room. Can you see that there's nothing here? You can see. So that's one thing. People have to work extra hard.
Yeah.
Houses are expensive. I don't know if you've gone house hunting in Lagos. recently.
Hey, wait,
It's
let me blow your mind.
expensive.
Check this out. Check
It's
this out. Real quick.
expensive.
You see, look, we need a 1 hour show. There's so much to talk about. U.S. housing mortgage applications, right, came out this week. They increased week on week. I think the deal was an 8.6% increase. I'm talking about the United States mortgage applications. These are people who have applied for mortgages in order to get new homes in America. They increased, this was the biggest increase we've seen since the end of February. Kayode, do you know what the fixed rate rates is for a 30-year mortgage in America? Take a guess. Go ahead, give me an interest rate.
I don't know, 10%.
Hi, you see? You're in Nigerian. That's why you're saying 10%.
What
It's
is it?
3.2%.
Wow, look at
In America, you can get a mortgage for Lagos. 3.2. 3.2 for a 30-year mortgage. You will pay that thing off easily. Not easily, excuse me. As long as you have a job, you can put on a small down payment. We don't have 30-year mortgages in Nigeria. 12 months, 18 months max.
I don't know. We that's debatable actually.
Which one is
However,
debatable?
it's
I've checked it out. I read about the real estate sector.
It's
Your max is
debatable.
12 to 18 months. That's it for a mortgage. Look, the thing is, there's a government program which you can pay into. Now, our salaries, this federal mortgage program is 2.5% of your gross salary that's deducted, that goes into this pool. Now, apparently, there's supposed to be a system that allows you to be able to finance a house for a period of time. We do not have 30-year mortgages in Nigeria. I'm telling you for a
think
fact.
I've heard.
Where?
I've
Heard where?
I don't know. I can't
Hey,
remember.
if you're in the mortgage industry and you're listening to this, settle this debate. Tell me who, if anyone out there, what's our WhatsApp number?
It's 0809-444-0981.
Are we out of time?
Almost. We have 5 more minutes.
All right, you know what? We're extending this show for the next 2 hours. We're extending this personal. What's that?
Josie comes in.
Josie, with chasing money, you have to be alive to enjoy it or see your children enjoy it. So health is improvising. I have children and I want to see them grow. So she's emphasizing the point that you have to stay healthy. You can't be chasing money to the point where you chase it into the grave. So
Sheon from Papaja says it's easier to handle 4 jobs if the jobs are not too demanding. I teach, I write, I sell meat. Wow. And I'm also
we need
a
to
gardener. So I
Sheon
don't earn up to 700k, but
man.
I need time for myself. Okay,
Sheon, it is people like Sheon that are living. No, wait, go back to the message. Let's read it again. What does Sheon do again? Wait, go back. Sheon is a teacher. Sheon is a writer. Sheon sells meat. And Sheon is also a gardener. Oh my goodness. This is the real Nigeria, man.
She's a full package.
These are the
right
people
there.
that are hustling.
Let's see.
That are making it happen. Sheon, kudos to you and everybody else that's making it happen.
Yinka's message is wow, a lot.
Okay, let's see what. Wait.
Okay, I think it's the last one at the bottom.
Okay, yeah. Why are you? What is shouting?
Why are you shouting?
Oh, shouting.
Isha said you want to spoil our minds on this mortgage thing, Sha. But seriously, is the Minister of Housing deaf?
Yinka, we have a long way. Inflation is at what? 18%.
Funny thing you mentioned that someone is asking the
23.5.
inflation rate here. It says, what is the inflation rate in the US? So
Correct.
we cannot compare our mortgage rates with that in the
Exactly.
US.
See, I just mentioned inflation. So you're right, Tunde. Inflation in America is 1.8. I think it's pushing 2%. So it's
So
very,
can
very
we,
low.
Can we rock it? We can't do that here in Nigeria, can we?
What was that? 30-year mortgage?
Yes.
No, because the rates are too
Well,
high.
why that Nigeria, the integration is so.
Look, see,
But
cement
you know what?
prices. Look, everything is about just hammering the Nigerian pockets. The cement prices in Nigeria year on year are up almost 40%. How can you have cement prices climbing 40% year on year, and you want to build enough houses to give everyone affordable housing? How do you do it? It's tough. But anyway, look.
I think
The
because
poll. Let's do the poll results. So all these messages are now coming
Marcus
in.
McCoy comes in.
Oh,
says,
guys, I sell fresh meat produce, drive an Uber. Oh, you see, we need to celebrate
one
these
of
people.
logistics companies. So if you
He
look
sells
at
fresh meat, he drives an Uber, he runs a logistic company with 3 bikes so far. Kudos to you as well, sir. Are we okay? Is that it? Okay, you go ahead and read the poll and read
okay,
the
so the
results.
poll says, would you work 4 jobs at once for 700k monthly with no time for anything as long as you're paid? So the options are yes, give me the 700k. Please, no, my health is important. I'm not so sure. That's the third option. So we have 38.9% for the first option. Give me the 700k. 52.8, surprisingly for me though, saying that my health is important.
I'm proud of these people. Majority said their health is important.
8.3 says they're not so sure.
How about
so
that?
I say that,
Yeah.
you know what, it depends on the kind of job. If it's because I edit, right? If I had to sit down in one place and maybe do a video edit and an audio edit and maybe write something at the same time, then I would do it because I can sit in one place and do all of that. But if I had to move around,
then it might could everything because there's traffic and all these other issues. Guy, this was fun.
Yeah,
and
always.
kudos to the hustlers out there, all our listeners. You guys it's not easy in this country, and you're doing what you can. So remember, if you can, buy a bike to reduce your transportation costs. Get into businesses that are in demand. Look at people selling meat, selling food, doing logistics. These are businesses that are in demand for the folks that sent messages. Also get your kids in the game. I think don't recruit them while they're still young, but at least let them know what's going on.
Actually, the Indians, they there's this thing that someone told me one time that they do. So they take their kids when it's time for holiday. They take them to the stores and say, okay, this is how the business works.
Nice.
This is how much you make, and they make them work for the money that they'll earn in summer, right? So I think if parents could take their kids around their businesses, I know some parents have.
Oh, they do that. Some parents do.
Balogun, for example. I mean,
yes.
You might think that it's a local business, but it's from those local businesses that you generate a certain type of revenue, so you can teach your kids the way to go from these little businesses, no matter how small it is.
That's the way. Look, salute to everybody out there that have responded to the poll. Thank you to everybody for the messages, and thank you to everybody that is hustling in this tough Nigeria. It's not easy. You guys are the superstars. You're the real MVPs. Kairi, it's always a pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
It's Monday again.
Yeah, Monday we start again. Monday the marketplace, Tuesday business hub for SMEs, and Wednesday personal finance. Got the best business content on Smooth 98.1 FM. It's always a pleasure.
Always.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Let me see.
Your spending, your savings.
Where was that stream? Was on
Money matters.